Hi, this is a tarot card reading for Capricorn if you're born between the 11th and the 19th of January. I'll select 3 cards for you. This will represent how you feel about a situation and what you need to do. I'm no longer going to timestamp my readings, for example, if it's in the month of June. As I mentioned, it will just represent how you feel about a situation and what you need to do. So universe, can I have 3 cards for Capricorn born between the 11th and the 19th of January? What do they need to know? I need 2 more cards, please. I need 1 more card. So we have here the Moon, the Hierophant and the Hangman. So with these cards here, the Moon can represent where we are looking at a situation and it's night time, so it's not very clear. We're perhaps feeling there may be some illusion there or deception. It can also talk about how we are viewing a situation. We are believing that this is true and perhaps it isn't. Next to that we've got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant represents somebody who wants to pass down their knowledge. It tends to represent a church establishment. It doesn't have to. So it can just talk about perhaps an establishment where you are part of, where you kind of share all the same values. It also talks about sticking to the tried and tested ways, so to speak. Where I'm picking up with the Moon and the Hierophant, because you can see above the Hierophant we've got the Moon above him as well. Perhaps we are feeling our emotions are very much on the surface, that with this situation our feelings are very, as I say, close to the surface, and maybe we're finding it quite challenging to not be so emotional with regards to this situation. Finally we've got the Hangman, and this can talk about where we're waiting, we've stopped. It can also talk about where we need to look at a situation differently. I think this is where you're going to stop and you're going to wait, because we're feeling quite emotional about things at the moment. And as I say, we have got the Hierophant where someone wants to share their knowledge. It also, as it talks about, represents where we're going to stick to the tried and tested, the traditional ways of perhaps approaching a situation. Because we're feeling very emotional, or our emotions are very close to the surface, with the Hangman, I just feel that you're just gonna just wait. You're wanting to get perhaps some balance here, or some understanding, or some clarity. So let me see, why have I got the Moon and the Hierophant here, please? And we've got the Chariot. So the Chariot talks about things moving very quickly for you. It can also talk about, you know, this will be a challenge, but you're gung-ho about it and you're going to give it a go. I'm looking at this as where things are going to move very quickly for you, and this is why perhaps our emotions are very much on the surface, is because things are moving too quickly and you're like, hang on, I'm not ready for this, I haven't processed this, let's just wait. And he is in the yoga position and he is playing an instrument, so I don't feel that you're in a situation where you're frustrated. I feel that you just want to just wait here and just process everything. So what's the outcome, please, for Capricorn? So we've got the Lovers, and this talks about a decision that needs to be made. So what else do we have? And then we do have the Tower, and the Tower can talk about where a change needs to take place. Perhaps we've been missing some red flags, and the Tower now has had to come in to create that change for you. I actually do like the Tower, because otherwise our lives will just be like Groundhog Day. There wouldn't be much change. So when we have the Tower, it means that the universe has had to step in because there needs to be a change. You can also see that we do have the foundations there at the Tower, so you are able to rebuild. So just to recap, I've got the Moon where there's a situation and we're not able to see it clearly, or the way we perceive it may not be true. There potentially could be some illusion there. We also have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant can talk about where we are going to be part of a group, or it could be a workplace where you have the same values, or someone wants to share some knowledge with you. I can see the moons in both of these cards, so I feel your emotions are very much to the surface. And then we've got the Hangman there as well, and I'm looking at this as where you're stopping something, you're waiting. Clarification for the Moon and the Hierophant, I got the Chariot, where I believe things will move quickly for you, and this is why you're holding off, because you need to process this. There is a decision that needs to be made, and there will be a big change for you. But as I say, the universe has to come in, because we're not paying attention, and we're not paying attention to the red flags. And I do like the Tower, because it just means that there does need to be a change. So I hope you've enjoyed my reading, Capricorn. If you have, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Take care.